Hi, second graders. Welcome back to music. Miss you guys. Hope you're doing well. 3 weeks left of school. We're going to make it. We're going to make it through God's help and through God's will. And I'm sad not to have you here, but I'm glad to have you here. And I'm excited to think of you guys being third graders when you come back. And that's a great testimony for your hard work that you've been working on. So let's pray to start out with, and then I'll show you what we're doing today. Dear Lord, thank you for Mrs. Schwab and Mrs. Schultz, who've been working hard to teach these guys. Thank you for the moms and dads who are working hard to help these guys to continue to learn and continue to get ready for third grade. I pray you continue to be with us. I pray you'd help our seniors, help those that are graduating and going on to different schools and having to end this way. I just pray you grant them grace and help. I pray for Mrs. Adams, Dr. Lindstead, Mrs. Keeley, Mr. Smith, different people making big decisions for our school every single day. I pray you be with them. Pray you be with Alyssa and Mrs. O'Donnell today, and you continue to bless and help them. Help us, Lord, to do a good job in music today. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, I kind of made a choice. Now, I'm not going to make a hard rule, but what I'm planning to do is do workbook stuff on the first class of the week. Second class of the week, do singing stuff, program stuff. So today's going to be all workbook. So make sure you have your workbook. This was the page we did last time. Do you remember it? I'm on the king's land. The king is not at home. He's gone to Boston to buy his wife a comb. And I told you really there wasn't anything that you had to do. I did tell you to write in some so's and laws. And then we were concentrating on that low note at the end. Comb. Can you do the so's and laws with me? So, la, so. Me, so, la, so. So, la, so. Me, so, comb. And you got to remind me in third grade to play this game with you because it's super fun. Notice where so is on the staff. Pull your hand stuff out and show me. Count up the spaces. It's on the third space. If so is on the third space, remember la is the line above so. Me is the space below so. Always a space apart. So, la, so. Me, so, la, so. Right? We're on the same page, literally and figuratively. I want to make sure you guys know this. And again, that is page 41 in case some people did not watch. You can color the king. If you color the king and make him look beautiful, send him to me. I would love to see some colored kings in my life. I'd love to see some pictures. I have a bookmark in my prayer journal that a girl at my church made for me, and she made it out of hearts. And it's like, oh, especially since I don't get to be around kids as much, oh, it just makes me so happy. So right now, if you just send me a picture of that king all colored, I would love that. I'm going to have you turn backwards in your book. I thought this might be fun because this is another song, page 39. Now, I would recommend not singing this song to anyone. Because of the name of it. You're like, why? Miss Kelly, why are you teaching a song that we don't want to sing to anyone? Old woman. There's not too many people that you can call old woman and get away with. Don't sing it to me, okay? But there's a thing about this is an old folk song. At one point in time, somebody was being funny and wrote this song. And notice where it is on the staff. It says, touch under the words as you sing, write the solfa sounds, and question mark under the words. Well, the highest note on it, and I'm going to help you. What is our highest song that would be a space apart? Because these are all spaces apart. Our highest note. We know that la is the highest note we've learned, but that's not a space apart from another note. Yes, it should be so, space down, me, space down. That is our mystery note. question mark. That is our low, because we know so me sounds like that. So me, so me. And now we have that skip down that sounds low. So we have so me low, so me low. Because they're showing us a staff, and they're showing this that they're all a space apart. So that's what those notes sound like. And the words would sound like this: old woman, old woman. And then they put the words down here. Are you hard of hearing? It's funny. You're going to hear why they say that. Can you sing that with me? Old woman, are you hard of hearing? And they put this sign. Do you remember what that sign means? Emmett is saying it. I bet his sister, if his sister's around, she would know it too. Justine would have that down. She was in here in 2nd grade too. Oh, I hope May is saying it. Who else knows it? I hope Chloe's got it. I hope Kendall knows it. I hope Camden, I hope he's got it. Yes, Chris, you got it? Repeat. We're going to sing it again. Old woman, are you hard of hearing? And then listen to what the old woman says there at the bottom. She says, speak a little louder, sir. You think she is hard of hearing? Maybe if she says that. And we have this still on the 3rd space, so we know that it's so. Is it me here? No, it is not a space below. It's 2 spaces below. It is our mystery note. Speak a little louder, sir. Do you know anybody in your life that might have a hard time with their hearing like that? And then it says, speak a little louder, sir. I am very hard of hearing, is what she says. And then she has that repeat sign. Let me erase what I wrote. Has the repeat sign there. And so you would sing that again. Speak a little louder, sir. I am very hard of hearing. What is Grandma trying to do here? Here's some more words. We're going to figure out who's actually talking to the old woman. Old woman, are you fond of carding? Old woman, are you fond of carding? Fond means, do you like it? Carding? I think this person wants to play a game with Grandma. Or the old woman. Even your grandma might not want you to say she's an old woman. And then Grandma says, speak a little louder, sir. I am very hard of hearing. I am very hard of hearing. Speak a little louder, sir. I am very hard of hearing. What does it keep on going? Old woman, don't you want me to court you? Old woman, don't you want me to court you? Speak a little louder, sir. I just begin to hear you. Speak a little louder, sir. I just begin to hear you. You know what courting means? Date. Somebody is asking to date the old woman. Let's hear how the story ends. Let's put a steady beat to it now that we're kind of getting used to this song. Old woman, don't you want to marry me? Oh my goodness, he went all the way from courting her, wanting to play cards with her, courting her, kind of date her. Now he wants to marry her. Old woman, don't you want to marry me? Lord, have mercy on my soul. I think that I now hear you. Lord, have mercy on my soul. I think that I now hear you. How do you think this ends? Do you think she's just being shy? Do you think she wants to run away from this person that wants to marry her? I don't know how it ends. It's just kind of a funny story, funny song. But it has that low note in it. So we've already done that. So again, take a picture, send it to me. I would love to see it. That's not your homework, but that is a fun thing. I'm going to have you turn to page 42 for your homework assignment. And I think this is going to be shorter, a video, because I'm going to give you, and we're going to actually, well, not exactly. You know what I'm actually going to do? I want to show you this. Don't want to show you this way. I just said I was going to be shorter, and it hopefully will be, but I am going to show you one thing on the screen a different way real quickly with this, because I want to show you this new note and show you some sophistry too, because that's how we learned our so and me in law, and I want to show it to you. So I got to change the camera for this, so give me a second. All right, here's a fun game to play with these 4 friends when we used to be able to be together and hold hands. And maybe you have some people you can play it with your mom, play it with your brothers or sisters, or dad and mom, or whoever. Maybe you can play this game. Ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. They say we, in our books it just says all fall down. I think they wanted to leave those taws. We are going to be looking at page 42 in just a second. But I wanted to show you here. Can you track it with your finger the way the melody goes? Ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. We have that low note there. Here it is on the staff, just like we've already done. We've done it with actual musical notes, so we're going backwards. We put rosies on the staff. And we have that so is on the 3rd space, he is on the 2nd space, la is on the 4th line. Can you put it on your staff? Put it on your hand staff. Ready? I can't do it and point this at the same time, but if you want to do that, you could do that. You could use your hand signs if you want. We're going to sing the words again though. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. That big drop to low. And they've moved it here. Now look what they've done. They put so up on the 4th line. If so's on the 4th line, me's going to go to the 3rd line. La moves up to the 4th space. It's the way they work together. And look where that low note has went. All fall. 2 lines down from so. 2 skips. Me is in the middle. There's me when they put the we. Let's look at Melody Street. It says a new note has moved into Melody Street. It's way down here at the bottom of Melody Street. And we have me, we have so, we have la. Here's some questions. I am not sure if you can see them. I'm going to move my camera. The problem is with my camera, and again, if I was smarter, I'd probably know how to do this. I cannot see what I'm doing because it would make everything backwards. And again, there might be a way to do it, but anyway. Hello, I hope you can see me. And as you sing, is the new note higher or lower than me? Is it higher or lower than snow? We know. And of course, it's lower. Is it a skip or a step? It is skip away from me, and it's a big leap away from so and law. Are you ready? And so let's do it with our hand signs. They've just put the letters up there. And when we get to the low note, we're just going to go low. We don't know yet. Ready? So, so, mi, la, so, mi. So, so, mi, la, so, mi. So, mi, so, mi. Mi, so, so, low. Are you ready to hear what it actually is? I think we've done enough practice. Here it is on the staff, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to jump ahead because I think we are ready to learn what it is. Our new note is do. Now, we might have talked about some high, mid, low before spring break. We were starting to learn this. I'm just teaching you the low note. We are going to learn the note that's in between do and mi. And if you remember it, good job. But we're going to pretend like we don't know it quite yet, because not all of us do know it yet. So our low note is do, and it is lower than mi. It's a skip lower than mi. A skip lower than mi. Which again, if we put it on the staff, that means if mi is on a space, low, do, and this is our handstand. Do is a very strong, important note, boom. He gets a fist bump, boom. And he is going to be a skip below mi. So if mi is on the second space, do is going to be on the first space. If mi moves up to the third line, do will be on the second line. They're always a skip apart. And of course, we know that so is also a skip apart. So they kind of all move together. And then la, he just hangs out right above so up there. Let's try it. In fact, I'm going to skip ahead from this. I think you're ready to see it on the staff. Where is so now? Yes, so is on the third space. Where's mi? Mi is on the second space. Where's do going to be? First space. Where's la? Line above so. Ready? Let's follow it on the staff. Here we go. So, so, mi, la, so, mi. So, so, mi, la, so, mi. So, mi, so, mi. Mi, so, so. Do. Strong note, do. I wanted to show it to you on the staff. I'm going to see if you can see it. I'm going to get close. And again, I'm flying blind here, but hopefully you can see your book, page 42. And it tells us right there at the top, in the music below the question, write the missing do in the correct place on the staff. When so and mi are in a space, do is in a space. So and mi, do, they are all going to be the same with skips in between them. And then they show here when so is on the third space, mi is on the second space, do is in the, can you fill in that answer? I hope you can. And then the only thing you have to do on this page is write do at the end. Do is a ta, because we have 2 beats per measure. And then we get to the end, we have a ta rest there. You're going to write a do. I want to see if you can do it. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. And if you want, you may actually do page 43 also. That's what we will look at next time. So if you can do it and want to do it, I'm not going to really even give you directions. This is kind of advanced to see how you're doing. If you think all I can really do right now is 42, I'm going to need some help understanding 43. Don't worry about it. But if you feel like I've got this, this makes sense to me, go ahead and jump ahead and do 43 and send it to me too. Okay? I would love to see it. We learned that new do. So if we go back to Kingsland on page 41. I'm on the King's land, the king is not at home. He's gone to Boston to buy his wife a comb. What is that pitch? So, 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 so. I hope you just sang do. That made me very happy if you did. Bryony and Delaney and Kathleen, I could just hear their voices going, do. Holden, I bet you got it. I hope that you guys have Malachi and James. I hope some of our boys are coming. In first grade, man, I'm not getting a whole lot of boys sending things in. The girls are way beating the boys. In this class, looking at your names are all in front of me. Boys are doing pretty well. I've heard from Parker. I've heard from James. I've heard from Malachi. I've heard from a bunch of boys in Mrs. Schultz's class. Of course, some of these boys I do get to see them some because some of them are in childcare here at the school, so they get to come and do some music in my class. But that is our low note. Do. That's all you have to focus on this week. I'll send this home. You'll get to do it. And then when I see you again later this week, if you want to practice your songs, though, go back to our last class because we went through everything. And if you want to practice every single song, go back to the last class, too, because 50 Nifty was the only thing that we didn't do. So, it's great. We're going to keep at this. We've got 3 weeks left. Let's finish strong and ask the Lord to help us all the way. Talk to you guys later.